From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, February the 22nd, 2018. The IDF is investigating an incident that took place in the West Bank today where a Palestinian man attacked IDF troops and was then shot and ultimately died. 33-year-old Yassin Omar al-Saradi threw rocks and then ran at several Israeli soldiers with a metal table while the troops were conducting an operation in Jericho. He was shot in the legs by the Israeli troops. A confrontation ensued. The attacker was severely injured, given medical treatment at the scene, and later died. Palestinian media says the man was beaten to death by the soldiers. The IDF spokesperson's unit said the soldiers fought with the terrorist at close range, adding that he also tried to steal one of the soldiers' weapons and that in the course of that confrontation and arrest, the terrorist died. A video that was posted in response to Poland's Holocaust legislation has now been removed after receiving criticism from a number of Jewish groups. The video was posted on YouTube yesterday by the Ruderman Family Foundation. It shows people saying the words Polish Holocaust, meant to be in defiance of the bill passed by Poland earlier this month, which makes it illegal to blame Poland for any atrocities committed during the Holocaust. Executive Director of the American Jewish Committee, David Harris, said that while the AJC strongly opposes the bill, the video was deeply troubling and misguided. Harris said whatever its intentions, it only makes a bad situation worse by sweepingly and inaccurately accusing Poland of waging a, quote, Holocaust against the Jewish people during the war. Executive Director of the JCC of Krakow, Jonathan Ornstein, spoke to the president of the Ruderman Foundation, asking him to take the video down. Ornstein said emotions are running high and harmful, inaccurate comments from various sides have been published, but this is indefensible. He said the term Polish Holocaust is not accepted by any reasonable person, whether Jewish, Polish, Israeli, or German. And today, the foundation did, in fact, remove the video from YouTube and released a statement saying that the foundation was contacted by the Polish Jewish community, and because of their concerns for their safety, we decided to halt the campaign. Ornstein, by the way, will join me tonight on In the News right after this newscast to discuss the Holocaust legislation and its impact in Poland and with the Jewish world. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met today with a bipartisan group of U.S. senators, led by Republican South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. The Prime Minister spoke to the delegation in particular about the security challenges facing Israel. Earlier today, Netanyahu also met with a delegation from the U.S. House of Representatives. Last night, Netanyahu addressed Jewish American leaders in Jerusalem, speaking to the Conference of Major American Jewish Organizations' mission to Israel. The Prime Minister expressed his gratitude for the continued American support of Israel, saying our relationship with the United States is the indispensable alliance and it is different from anything else. He said it is an absolute foundation of our security. Spain's Ministry of Education, Culture and Sport and the Federation of Jewish Communities in Spain signed an agreement this week to combat anti-Semitism. It will educate and train teachers on how to teach about the Holocaust, about Israel, promote the heritage of Spanish Jews, and train teachers in fighting anti-Semitism and other forms of intolerance. The president of the Federation, Isaac Karub, said thanks to this agreement, Spain is today a global example of commitment in the fight against anti-Semitism and other forms of racism, bias, or religious bigotry. He said, we, the Spanish Jews, are deeply grateful and proud of the courage of the government to take, particularly nowadays, such a brave and necessary step. Well, final preparations are underway in Israel for a major air defense exercise with the U.S. Juniper Cobra was first held in 2001 and scheduled every 2 years. Some 2,500 troops from the United States European Command and 2,000 from the IDF will take part in simulations of massive missile attacks on Israel in a scenario in which U.S. forces would deploy to provide aerial assistance. U.S. Air Force 3rd Air Force Commander Lieutenant General Richard M. Clark said the Juniper Cobra exercise continues to strengthen this relationship, providing us with the opportunity to bolster interoperability and develop seamless integration with our Israeli partners. Commander of the Aerial Defense Array for the IDF, Brigadier General Tzvika Chayamovich, said the exercise demonstrates the strategic and fundamental cooperation between the IDF and the U.S. Armed Forces. Juniper Cobra runs March the 4th through the 15th in Israel. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, February the 22nd. At 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study with Rabbi Mordechai Becker. At 8, award-winning author Francine Klagsbrun talks about her biography on Golda Meir. At 9, a l'chaim to mark the recent celebration of President's Day. Mark Golub sits down with Yossi Prager, Executive Director for the North America branch of the Avichai Foundation, who reviews the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. At 10, we bring you the 2017 inductees into the Bronx Jewish Hall of Fame. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, as I mentioned, I'll speak with the Executive Director of the JCC of Krakow, Jonathan Ornstein, about the controversial Holocaust bill recently passed by Poland. That's on tonight's In the News. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, February the 22nd, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader.